All right, this is gonna be my NBA conference finals prediction. Um, I am a little down about the Clippers and Thunder series. I wanted the Clippers to win, but I kind of expected the Thunder to win. The is the better team. Um, both teams were great. The series was decent, aside from a few BS calls here and there. But yeah, I kind of expected the Thunder to win. But anyways, this year's conference finals, once again, top two best teams in each conference. I wanted it to be a little different this time. I was hoping that either Trailblazers or Clippers or Nets or Wizards or one of them to win, but none of them won. So we're back to the same old typical top two best teams in each conference, which is reasonable and expected. But I just wanted it to be a little different this time, but I guess not. All right. Anyways, in terms of the Western Conference Finals, the Spurs and the Thunder, I honestly have no idea who's gonna win this one. If I had to put all my money on one of these teams, I actually don't know. Well, first of all, I wouldn't do that. But if I had to, I don't know who I would put my money on because these two teams are very good. Anything is possible. If Russell Westbrook has gotten a lot better, at least to me, within this past couple of series, he's been playing very well, especially against the Clippers. But Clippers are pretty bad on defense, so that might be a reason why. But Westbrook's been a much smarter player. He hasn't let his emotions get to him. He hasn't been trigger happy like he always is. So his field goals are a lot better. He's been playing a lot more efficiently. And Kevin Durant is just Kevin Durant. So this series, it's gonna be very good. But the Spurs, they actually have a very healthy team, except for Tony Parker. He had in game 5 against the Trailblazers, he pulled a hamstring or something, and he's day to day as of right now. So if he comes back healthy, which he should be fine. If he comes back healthy and Spurs are healthy and the Thunder are healthy, which they already are, then if both teams are ready to go, then it should be a very interesting series. Kawhi Leonard has gotten a lot better on both ends of the floor. He's always been pretty decent, but I feel like he's gotten a lot better. He's been a ball handler lately too. He's been a lot more efficient. He's been playing like very boldly. He's been a very solid player, especially against the Trailblazers series. So, in terms of Tony Parker and Russell Westbrook matchup, that's going to be a pretty good one. If Parker's healthy and Westbrook scores, I think Tony Parker will be able to score right back. And I don't think Serge Ibaka could guard Tim Duncan. That guy's just way too skilled. He's still like the best power forward to ever play the game. Even at this age, he's super good. So it'll be an interesting series. If Kawhi Leonard can do a good job on Kevin Durant, then it should be a very good series. But it just depends on how much he's going to be slowed down. The whole series is just going to depend on Kevin Durant, honestly. If he plays well and he plays out of his mind, then the Thunder are going to win. And if he doesn't, then the Spurs are probably going to win. Because the Spurs, I think they're actually the better team overall in terms of bench players and everything overall. They have a very deep team. They're very good. Ginobili's healthy, and their whole team's healthy. So let's hope Parker comes back healthy and everything will be it should be a good series. And now Pacers and the Heat. This series, I think this one's a little easier to put money on, in my opinion. If I had to put money on one of these teams, I would put it on Miami Heat. And the reason is, the only way the Pacers would even make this a good series is if they played like they did earlier in the regular season. If they played as well as they did in the regular season, if they play like they're the number one team, like they should be playing, if they play the way that they should be playing, it should be a very good series because they can actually beat Miami if that's the case. But they're so inconsistent. Especially on offense. They're a good defensive team, but their offense is so inconsistent. They don't play with... It's like Paul George isn't always on, he can't just score at will. So if the Pacers play like they did against the Hawks and and the Wizards, then there's absolutely no chance. They're not going to beat the Miami Heat. They're going to lose, and fast as well. They're probably going to lose in like 5 games if they play the way that they did in the last 2 series. But if they play like they should be playing, like they did earlier in the season, it should be a very good series. But if I had to put money on this one, I would put on Miami Heat. LeBron James is unstoppable. Dwayne Wade is playing a lot better. Ray Allen is clutch like he was last game against the Nets. So yeah, I think this one is an easier pick, but I hope Pacers play very well because I want to see a good series. And that's my predictions.